Students, let's do Brahmanath. Om. Om. Santi, Santi, Santi. Swasth.
Good morning students. Welcome back to second video lecture from your chapter, that is your reproduction in organisms. In the previous class we have discussed in details about the reproduction process and what is the definition of reproduction and what are the different types of reproduction we have discussed. Reproduction can be defined as a method of production of new individual from the old individual, and that new individual which is produced, it is morphologically and genetically similar to that of your parent cell. And basically the reproduction, it is varies among the different living organisms, because in the nature you will find large number of plants, animals and microorganisms are present, and these living organisms are different in their structure, function and their habitat, so that they will show different methods or different modes of reproduction in their life cycle. And basically the reproduction may be of three types. One is your sexual reproduction, second one is your asexual reproduction, and third one is your vegetative reproduction. In the sexual reproduction, what we know that in the sexual reproduction the gametes are involved. That is, here two parents are involved. One is your male, another one is your female. And here the male gamete and female gamete, they fuse to give rise to a new individual. And that new individual which is produced, it may be different from that of parent cell, that is genetically different, as it is coming from two different parents. But in case of asexual reproduction, here only one parent is involved, and the new individual which is produced, it is morphologically and genetically similar to that of your parents. That's why in the asexual reproduction, the new individual which is produced, it is known as clone of that parent. And in the vegetative reproduction, it is a method of that is the vegetative part or the morphological part of the plant cell. They will divide, or they will be separated from the parent cell, and they will give rise to a new individual, and that is the method of a vegetative reproduction. These aspects we have discussed in the previous class, and another aspect we have discussed, that is your lifespan. What is a lifespan? A lifespan starts from your birth of an individual and it ends in the death of that individual. And in between birth and death, you will find a juvenile phase is present, a reproductive or maturity phase is present, a senescence or aging phase is present, and lastly the death phase is present. In the previous class, we have just started the asexual reproduction, and we have discussed the four different methods or processes that is involved in the asexual reproduction. First one is your fission, second one is your budding process, third one that is your sporulation process, and fourth one is your gymnule formation process. Today we will discuss in details about the fission process and what is a fission process and how the living organisms vary in their fission process. We will see different types of fission. Okay, today we will discuss in details about fission, one of the important method of asexual reproduction process in case of living organism, and it is mostly seen in case of most of the unicellular organisms, that is protozoans like amoeba, paramecium. These organisms show fission process in their life cycle. Fission, it is a process that is the body of the parent cell divides into two or more equal parts, and each part of that parent cell give rise. Okay, fission can be defined as the parent cell that is divides into two or more equal parts. It can divide into two part or more part, and each part of that segment that is produced from your parent cell can give rise to a new individual which is similar to that of your parent cell. basically two methods are this fission process. You will find fission process mostly it is found in case of mostly seen in case of mostly seen in case of protozoans and sometimes in metazoans. Sometimes in metazoans. Most of the protozoans, you know that we have studied the five immune system classification in the first year. The protozoans, they are known as your simple unicellular eukaryotic organism. Simple unicellular eukaryotic organisms. Most of the example of your protozoans, that is your, what is that example? That is your Paramecium, Euglena, that are examples of your protozoans. And you will see the individuals that are produced from the parent cell here, that is similar to that of your parent cell, which is morphologically similar. And here the fission process, it may be of two types. Fission process, it may be of two types. What are these two types? That is, one is your binary fission, and second one is your multiple fission. Second one, it is your multiple fission. How can you differentiate the binary fission and multiple fission? How can you differentiate that? Here you will see in the binary fission, two new individuals are formed. Two new individual. But in multiple fission, there is production of more than two. More than two new individuals are produced in the multiple fission. And in the binary fission, there is the plane of division. The plane of division may be longitudinal, transverse, or it may be oblique, okay, etc. And here in the multiple fission, there is no exact axis of division. No exact axis of division. And here another important difference is that in the binary fission process, we will see this. You know that in the first year that is your cytokinesis and karyokinesis. In the binary fission, the karyokinesis is simultaneously followed by cytokinesis process. But in case of multiple fission, there is no simultaneous process. Here, that is division of only nucleus, and there is no cytokinesis process is involved. Okay. Note on these points, and we will discuss in details about the binary fission process. Already we have discussed the fission process and how the new individual is formed, and one of the important method, that is your binary fission. Here it is the most simplest type of asexual reproduction. Simple asexual reproduction process. Asexual reproduction process. Here two individuals are produced. Which is different from your multiple fission, and it is a complicated mitotic process. Okay, it is not a fragmentation process. Here you will see it is a complicated mitotic process, and as we know that in the mitotic process there is presence of two phases. One is your karyokinesis and another is your cytokinesis. Karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Karyokinesis, that is your division of nucleus. and cytokinesis, that is division of cytoplasm. Division of cytoplasm. Here we will see in the binary fission process the two individuals which are produced first, that will undergo the karyokinesis process, that is the nucleus, that is it contains the genetic material. You know that the genetic material, it is known as your DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, which is present. It will fast produce a copy, that is replica of that DNA, and that DNA will undergo into the new individual, and then the cytokinesis process occurs. And here, based on the plane of division, you will see large variety of binary fission. Different types of binary fission are present there. First is your simple binary fission. First one is your simple binary fission. Second one is your transverse binary fission. Then third one longitudinal. Fourth one is your oblique binary fission. Oblique binary fission. Then first, let us discuss what is the simple binary fission. Simple binary fission. And in the simple binary fission process, we will see there is no exact plane of division. No exact plane of division. No exact plane of division. Okay, as you see, most of the organisms in your protozoans, one example is your amoeba. Here, this is the structure of your amoeba, that is, it is having a pseudopodia-like structure. False, you know that pseudopodia-like structure, and here a finger-like projection. A finger-like projection arises from the any part of your amoeba. Okay, here example of your simple binary fission is your amoeba. It is a simple protozoan that is involved in the simple binary fission process. A finger-like projection arises from the plant body or the unicellular eukaryotic organism, that is your amoeba. Then it gradually grows, and the nuclear content, that is your DNA. We know that the karyokinesis process occurs. That's why the nuclear content of the amoeba, it doubles. Then a structure arises, that will a group-like structure arises in the two cells. Then next, there is a constriction arises near the point of attachment, or from which the finger-like projection arises, and this nuclear content is transferred to the daughter cell, and then there is production of two amoeba, two new individuals. Here we cannot decide, or we cannot say which plane of division it is. That's why it is known as a simple binary fission. And example, it is your amoeba. Initially, from the structure of your amoeba, a finger-like projection arises. Then the karyokinesis occurs, the nucleus divides, and then cytokinesis process occurs. Okay. And in the second type of division, that is your transverse binary fission. Transverse binary fission. Here transverse binary fission means, that is the division or plane of division that is occurring, it is transverse to the longitudinal axis of the organism. Plane of division is transverse to long axis of organism. And one of the example of your transverse binary fission, here it is your paramecium. Okay, paramecium, you know that it is a simple eukaryotic organism that is present or included in the protozoans kingdom. And here the structure of paramecium, it is like that. here structure of paramecium is like that, and here there is presence of a micronucleus and a macronucleus and a oral groove is present. Okay, this is known as your oral groove and this is your micronucleus, and this one is known as your, the larger one, this is known as your macronucleus. Okay, three types of structure are present there, and the macronucleus, that is mostly having the genetic material that is doubled, okay, and that will goes to the new individual, and the macronucleus that is present in the paramecium, that is involved in the most of the metabolic activity inside the paramecium cells. Okay, and the genetic material or the structural component that it is present in the micronucleus, that usually divide mitotically. Here the micronucleus it will divide mitotically, and the macronucleus which is present inside the paramecium, macronucleus that is present in the, that will divide mitotically, and we know that the mitotic division and amitotic division. What is the basic difference between mitotic and amitotic division? That is, in the mitotic division, the karyokinesis having 4 phases, that is leptotin, zygotin, pachytin, and diplotin. That is your prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase phases. But in the amitotic phase, that there is no involvement of these phases, and there is no involvement of the spindle fibers. Here only the nuclei divides, and that will produce the copy of that nucleus, that is a macronucleus. And if you draw the diagram of the structure of your division, suppose this is your structure of a paramecium, then it will undergo division, that is your, this is your long axis of your paramecium, and here the macronucleus, they start to produce another copy of that, and also the micronucleus, they also starts to divide. So, and we know that first the karyokinesis occurs, then the cytokinesis occurs. And suppose this is your plane of division. Long axis of your this is your long axis of your paramecium structure. Then the division is transverse. That is, it is like that. That's why the division, it is producing a right angle to the long axis of the organism. This is your long axis of the organism, and the division is like that. That's why the division, the transverse division, it is right angle to the long axis of the organism. Then it will produce 2 new individuals here. After the cytokinesis process, there is production of 2 new individuals. The oral groove which is present, they starts to disappear, and the nucleus, they will produce the copy of that, and each nucleus will undergo to the new individual cells, one macronucleus and one micronucleus. This is one macronucleus, and this is its oral groove. This is its oral groove, and here these are known as your, not spindle, these are known as your contractile vacuoles. Okay, this is having 2 daughter. These are known as your 2 daughter paramecia. Okay, these are the contractile vacuoles which is present in the paramecium structure. The contractile vacuole which is present in the paramecium structure, they will help in the most of the inward movement or inward flow in between the cells and outer environment, or to take the most of the nutrient from the aquatic medium. And this is the structure, complete structure of your paramecium structure. This is the division of your transverse type. We have discussed the simple type in which there is no plane of division is involved, but here in the transverse type, the division is, it is transverse to the longitudinal. This is your longitudinal axis of the paramecium, and the division is transverse. That is, it is creating a right angle to the plane of axis of your pyramidal structure, and the two new individuals are formed. The macronucleus that will undergo macronucleus will undergo amatotic division, and the micronucleus that will undergo the mitotic division. Okay, note down these points. Next type of fission, that is a longitudinal binary fission. In case of longitudinal binary fission, the plane of division, it is longitudinal to the long axis of your organism. See, here you can see this is a diagram of your structure, that is your euglena. Here it is the euglena structure. Okay, here this is your figure that is showing longitudinal binary fission in euglena. Okay, this is the structure of euglena. Here you can see this is the nucleus, and these are chromosomes. And as you know that initially the nucleus divides, there you can see a constriction arises in the nucleus, and it will the nuclear content, it is doubled. Okay, and here a longitudinal constriction, a longitudinal furrow. Here it is a longitudinal furrow arises that usually separates the long axis of the euglena into two equal parts. That's why the division, it is longitudinal in structure. And here it is your separation of nucleus, and the nuclear content, as it is separated or it is doubled, then the cytoplasmic content, it is doubled, and here there is production of a cytokinesis process, and that divides the euglena structure into two equal parts. Okay, and these are known as your daughter euglena. Okay, the next fourth type, that is your oblique binary fission. Oblique binary fission. In case of oblique binary fission, the plane of division, it is oblique. Plane of division is oblique. Okay, suppose this is the structure, and the example is yours. Most of the example is your ceratium. Ceratium, it is an example of your oblique binary fission, where oblique binary fission occurs. And here, along with your euglena, the longitudinal binary fission, it is also occurring in case of verticella. It is another example where the longitudinal binary fission occurs. In the ceratium, oblique binary fission occurs. Suppose this is the structure of your ceratium. Then the division, it is oblique. Okay, it is like that. Okay, this is your oblique binary fission. This is known as your oblique binary fission. Okay, then next we have already discussed the binary fission, then come to your multiple fission. Okay, let us discuss what are multiple fission process. Multiple fission, here there is production of more than two individual parts of your parent cell. Here more than two individual are produced. Mostly occurs in algae, fungi, and protozoans. Protozoans like your plasmodium, monocytes, and ameba. These protozoans usually shows the multiple fission type. And here the karyokinesis is not followed by the cytokinesis process. Karyokinesis is not followed by cytogenesis process. That is the parent nucleus which divides continuously and it produces large number of nuclei. Parent nuclei, the nucleus of parents continuously divides. Nucleus of parent continuously divides and produces large number of nuclei, and it is followed by, and it is later encircled by the cytoplasm. Okay. Initially the nuclei, it divides into many parts and there is production of large nuclei inside the parent cell, and after a long time there is division of cytoplasm occurs, and each cell that is containing the nucleus, it will encircle by a cytoplasmic content. And here usually the multiple fission process usually takes place in unfavorable condition. Okay, it is usually takes place in unfavorable condition. What is that unfavorable condition? As you know that the binary fission, it usually takes place in the favorable condition. Suppose a organism, suppose Paramecium, Euglena, when they are undergoing a favorable condition, that is they are getting most of the nutrients or they are getting the actual division process, they will produce the binary fission process. But usually when unfavorable condition appears, the structure like amoeba and plasmodium, they will produce large number of nuclei and a cyst-like structure is produced around the parent body. And later that will give rise to a new individual. We will see one example of a multiple fission process, that is your plasmodium structure, how the cyst is formed and how the new individuals are formed. Okay, and basic difference between binary and multiple fission is that binary fission it is taking place in the favorable condition, and multiple fission it is taking place in the unfavorable condition period. Okay, note down these points. Here you can see this is the structure of your amoeba. Okay, and here this is showing the multiple fission process. Here this is the structure of your amoeba structure, and this is your cytoplasm, and this is your nucleus. And initially here you can see the nucleus divide continuously and produces large number of nuclear cells, and these are known as your daughter cells. Daughter cells of your nucleus that is present in the initial parent cell. This is your parent cell, and usually after complete division, the large number of nuclei that is surrounded by a cytoplasmic content, that in the cytogenesis process, and after the maturity, the daughter cells that are released and they will produce a new individual. And initially the amoeba, they will produce a cyst-like structure. Amoeba produces cyst-like structure during unfavorable condition. When unfavorable condition arises, the amoeba, it will not undergo the normal binary fission process, that is simple binary fission process. It will undergo multiple fission, that is a nuclei divided into large number, and that nuclei it will release and produces the daughter cells. And usually it is a three-layered protective structure. Three-layered protective structure, and the wall consists of chitinous cyst. Okay, and this one here you can see this is the cyst wall. This is known as your cyst wall. This is having a chitinous cyst. What is the chitin is made up of? As you know that this chitin also is made up of nitrogenous. This chitin polysaccharides. As you know that this cyst wall it is made up of a chitinous nature, that is a nitrogenous polysaccharide. That chitin it is made up of a nitrogenous polysaccharide and it is usually carbohydrate. Okay, carbohydrate that make up the hard covering of the cyst wall. And when that cyst wall and the complete structure it matures, it releases the complete structure, the daughter nuclei. The daughter nuclei which is present, it is known as your the daughter nuclei. It is also called as your daughter nuclei, called as amoebulae or pseudopodiospore. Okay, these are known as your amoeb daughter nuclei are known as your amoebulae. Okay, and these amoebulae or pseudopodiospore after maturity, these amoebulae after maturity, that is when favorable condition arises, favorable condition comes, they released and produce a new individual and produce a new individual. Okay, these are the basic concept about the multiple fission. Okay, release of daughter cells. Okay, here you can see the each structure that is present in the amoeba that is having the capability of production of new individual, and when it is released, when the favorable condition arises, this cyst structure that is present in the amoeba, these are released to the environment, they can produce the new individual, which is the wall, the cyst wall, which is composed of the nitrogenous polysaccharide material that usually provides the protection against most of the unfavorable condition. Okay, these are the basic topics we have discussed today. What we have discussed? We have discussed about the fission process, that is your binary fission and multiple fission. In the binary fission process, only two individuals are produced, but in the multiple fission process, large number of nuclei are produced, that is they can having the capability of production of more than two individuals. Go through these points, then next class we will discuss about the sporulation process. Thank you.